1.
Nuclear war is one of the biggest threats to the world and it needs to be stopped. One way a nuclear war can start is rage between nations. The main reason that nations have nuclear weapons is to be more powerful than each other and to intimidate each other, especially during war. They could be used, and that's what we're trying to prevent.
Nuclear weapons have their destructive force from nuclear reactions. They can be either two types of bomb, fission or a combination of fission and fusion, thermonuclear. A thermonuclear bomb weighing a little more than 2,400 pounds can still produce an explosion comparable to 1.2 million tons of TNT going off. Surprisingly, nukes have only been used twice, both for the USA and Japan to end World War II.
Colin Powell hacked an email that said Colin Powell hacked an email that said there US 200 nukes pointing towards Iran. America has never really been too good of friends with Iran, but pointing nuclear weapons at another country is a pretty big deal.
And since nuclear weapons are super powerful, if America was hit by one, the area would be totally destroyed for about 100 miles. America has no official evacuation plan for nukes, surprisingly, so survivors of the bomb would be trapped and would probably die eventually after the detonation, unless they got rescued quickly. Then, the president would have to make the decision to bomb the country that bombed us, or to just hold back and see if they stop bombing us.
One way to stop it, I think, is to make an anti-nuclear weapon organization. That we have to make a treaty that all the leaders of world have to sign to agree that nuclear weapons everywhere should be illegal. Russia currently has the most nuclear warheads at 7,300. The USA has 6,970. There was recent activities of Kim Jong-un doing nuclear tests in September 2016.
But North Korea only has less than 10 nukes, but they still have nuclear weapons, so they're still pretty powerful.
And
Nuclear war is one of the biggest threats to the world, and it needs to be stopped. One way nuclear war can start is rage between nations. The main reason that nations have nuclear weapons is to be more powerful than each other and to intimidate each other, especially during the war. They could be used, and that's what we're trying to prevent.
Nuclear weapons have their destructive force from nuclear reactions. They can be either two types of bombs, fission or a combination of fission and fusion called thermonuclear. A thermonuclear bomb weighing a little more than 2,400 pounds can still produce an explosion comparable to 1.2 million tons of TNT going off. Surprisingly, nukes have only been used twice, both by the USA on Japan to end World War II.
Colin Powell hacked an email that said they have 200 nukes pointing towards Iran. America has never really been too good of friends with Iran, but pointing nuclear weapons at another country is a pretty big deal.
And since nukes are pretty powerful, if America was hit by one, the area that the bomb exploded on would be totally destroyed for about 100 miles. America has no official evacuation plan for nukes, so survivors of the bomb would be trapped and would probably die eventually after the detonation, unless they got rescued quickly. Then the president would have to make the decision to bomb the country that bombed us, or just hold back and see if they stop bombing.
One way to stop it, I think, is to make an anti-nuclear weapon organization that we have to make a treaty that all the leaders of the world have to sign to agree that nuclear weapons everywhere should be illegal. Russia currently has the most nuclear warheads at 7,300. The US has 6,970. There was recent activity of Kim Jong-un doing nuclear tests in September 2016.
A nuclear war could affect us because we would not be able to live our lives in peace. We would pretty much be in constant fear of getting bombed by the other countries that have nuclear weapons. At this age, we would not be able to experience our lives fully.
With our new president, he might try to bomb ISIS. One, because he has the nuclear codes to be able to bomb ISIS. That might not be a smart idea though, because then all of the good people around that area